here's me. I've hired a bike and I'm riding back to my apartment. I'm riding with the city behind me towards my apartment, and you can see it's a pretty. I'm in a sort of a bike lane. There's another lane in the middle of the road, and this bit's sort of for parked cars and for bikes. It's a pretty safe place to ride. So that was good. It's in Brussels. It sort of goes. You can see here the little bike lane has just appeared, and Brussels is sort of a bit like Adelaide in that bike lanes appear and disappear, but it's mostly safe. You can see there's not that many cars on the road. I'm now, you would have seen I just passed some roadworks, so I'm in, yeah, you can see on the left those blue and yellow, fence, and that's to demarcate they're doing a lot of roadworks there, and you can see it just up ahead now, all those trees, that's the park just near my place. So I've sent some photos of this before, and so now I'm in the park near my place, and normally to go home I'd head to the left, but now I'm just going to fast forward you through some bits around the park and some bits around where I live. So I'll just turn left up here to head towards my place. I'll just wait for some of the traffic. I'm not riding that fast, I'm just fast forwarding. So I'm now in the park, and you can see it's just beautiful, and it's a really lovely place to walk around and to ride around. I've done both of those now. And what I love about European cities, this is one of the attractions for me, is because houses are so small, people have to go into public places to socialise. So the park's full of young people, old couples, young couples, kids. They're really safe for that reason because they're so busy. And I get to see things that I don't see in Adelaide, like lots of dads playing with their kids and lots of, I was going to say boyfriends and girlfriends sort of hanging around, but you do see that in other cities. But it's just, you feel like you're part of a community here. So I've ridden through now, I'm crossing the tram tracks and just crossing the street, and now I'm riding down in fact to my street, which is coming up on the right. But what I'll do now is I'll just cut to something else. So now I'm in a slightly different location, another block over, because I'm on a rented bike, and these bikes, they're all around Europe. In France they're called Vélib. I forget what they're called here. You'll see the name come up at some point. And I'll just get into this square where I can park the bike. The bikes, you get charged €150, so about $200 to ride it. But if you return it within half an hour, that money is returned. So it's kind of like they take that money as a security to make sure you return the bike. And you can buy the bike for as long as you want, but it's free for half an hour, and then €1 for every sort of half hour after the first free half hour. So they're designed for short trips. Oh, here's me. I was just checking I didn't have to do anything when I returned it, but that's it, it's all returned safe. So now we'll walk back to my place. So this bike stops about a block from my place. And again, here's a dad with some kids, and these guys were so cute. The little one on the right, like he's just so little, and he's on his bike all by himself, no helmets in this part of the world. But let's speed it up. Jules Besme start, that's my street, so let's quickly head down there and I'll get you to my place. I live at number 98, which will take us about 20 seconds to get to when we walk at this pace, but you can see it's lovely summer weather. It's been, today's a public holiday, being a Thursday the 2nd, it's Ascension Day, and we had fantastic weather, which apparently is a sign that if Ascension Day is good weather, then it'll be a good summer. But if it's bad weather, then the cattle are going to die and all of that. So hooray, the cattle will live. And you can see my street's kind of quiet. Very, very Belgium, in that it's all these tall, long houses, and you don't see much greenery on the street, really. Number 98, here we are. So I'll just find my blue key, which opens my door. There you go. And we're going to come... Oh, I hope you didn't hear that burp. we're going to enter into the ground floor, and it's actually normally kind of lightish in here, but the camera doesn't really pick up the small amount of light, and it looks a lot darker than it really is, but normally light glows in from all the windows. So I've cut out the first few levels, so now I'm on about the third level, and that's my toilet and bathroom door, and it's the last half level. So we're about nearly 4 levels up now in the family house that I live in, and just looking down you can see the stairs do go down a fair way, but at least I've got the top sun-filled room, which I'm really happy with. I never have to lock my door because it's just a family of 4 that live here, and frankly they're at a lot more risk of stuff than I am, so with me there. So here's my little apartment. You can see my view. You would have seen pictures, but maybe the video gives you a different perspective. Now on the stove I did put some chickpeas to boil away, and they have been soaking for about 30 hours now. I just knocked over the utensils. They're still soaking, they're doing alright. I was just going to make a chickpea salad, which is my all-time favourite, but I might do some hummus. Even though I don't have a blender, I might just crush them in another manner, who knows how. And maybe I'll show you some of my food. La yaourt à la graisse. Oh, so there's some parsley that'll go in the salad. You probably can't see it. Again, there's actually plenty of light in my apartment, but just where I am now, there's no fridge light. I bought some chilies. I won't bother showing you the rest, but it's all good, healthy, green food. I've got some lemons and lime and avocado and oranges. And in my cupboard, I have corn thins, which are delicious. I had a bunch of them today with some Gouda cheese, and I've got some rice. I was going to make risotto, but I also just might do some stir-fried or some risotto, don't know. I bought plain rice, but instead of basmati, just because I wanted it to be a bit more versatile. I know that all rice is, but anyway, that's what I went with. And oats, my favourite. So there's some of my snacks. And what? Oh, spaghetti. Oh yeah, and I've also got anchovies. Where are they? That's not them. That's the chickpeas that are softening at the moment. But yeah, here we are. Some anchovies. So chili, anchovy, some garlic. I also have. I'll make a nice pasta sauce. So that's some of my food. Of course, you can see just down there above my sink are some of my other little treaties. Nougat chocks left from Switzerland. They weren't too great actually. Won't be getting them again. The Côte d'Or chocolate is terrible. Belgium's supposed to be famous for the best chocolate, but these little German pieces here, the Schokobons, oh my gosh, they are so good. And of course, bread. The baked goods around here are also not too good, which is kind of a relief that the chocolate and baked goods are not the greatest around where I live, because it means I'm not eating quite so bad. And Danny and I have named my basil plant Not Hamden. I was just really pleased to have my own little garden, little piece of basil, even though it was supermarket bought. Alright, bye.